Okay, now we're going to talk about our worst. Okay, so on the worst list, well, actually, you go ahead and start.
We probably have very different.
We do. Oh no, we have one matching.
Oh,
Okay,
do
go
we?
ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
I think there's two on my list that I say worst because of sheer frustration factor. Tropic Thunder was one of those. I absolutely hated it. I thought it was an awful movie.
Believe me, he thought it was an awful movie. I had to sit next to him.
It wasn't poorly written. It wasn't as funny as it thought it was, and you could just feel it going, oh, look at me, I'm so funny and offensive, and it really wasn't.
That's because it's Ben Stiller.
Well,
Ben Stiller, he's the John Malkovich of comedy. He is. He's so irritating. I can't, there's very few movies I can stomach him in, and this one wasn't.
And since he did write and direct it,
yeah, it was
I guess it kind of
hard to get away
through.
from him. Yeah. Yeah, but I thought everybody else was good in the movie, and I liked the fact that they were making fun of Platoon.
Yeah.
It was fun. It's not as bad as he says it is, and it's coming out in December, so you can see it on DVD at that point.
Or Blu-ray.
Or Blu-ray. On my list was, and we'll wait for that one. On my list was Hancock. Hancock was the Will Smith superhero movie, and it was caca. Okay.
It was bad.
It was so awful. First of all, the commercial, the early previews that we saw showed him being this homeless superhero. That I would have liked, but it's got other storylines going on with him. Complete twist around from what we thought it was, and it wasn't a good twist.
No,
it was a terrible twist.
It was a terrible twist,
so,
and it was very heavy and ham-fisted, and it just beat you over the head.
Oh, it was just
that ending was awful.
Oh God, the whole thing was awful. It really was,
except for the first 20 minutes.
Well, and Jason Bateman, he was good.
Well, he's always good.
He's always good, though. You're right.
Another worst for me is another frustrating one, Swing Vote. I don't even think it made much of a ripple in the box office.
It didn't, but it was not that bad.
Oh, it was so bad.
Oh, come on. Kevin
bad.
Costner still has that cute factor going for him.
No.
And it was a fun movie.
It was cliched.
Sure,
it was poorly
it's a comedy.
written.
Well, it wasn't poorly written.
It was.
It was not poorly written.
It was poorly written.
Not.
It was awful.
It's not a great movie, but it was a good movie.
No, it was.
Okay, and then the one that we both can agree on, which was by far the worst movie of the year, so far for me at least. Well, actually, let me go for my other one first. Okay, we'll save that one for last. Another one for me was Disaster Movie. It was actually the last movie of the summer that we saw.
It was bad.
It was bad.
It was really bad.
I mean, did you see on Rotten Tomatoes, it's achieved a 0.
Well, yeah.
Not one good review.
It's Friedberg and Seltzer who have, do all these hammy-hokey, fill-in-the-blank movie. And they're awful. But, I can't, I mean, those kind of movies, I wouldn't put them on a list for worst because it's a given.
Well, no, it's not. Because we saw the superhero movie, and that wasn't.
But that wasn't Freebird and
I don't care what these guys get to step out of the
pass.
Yeah, no, it's like saying that all those horrible video game movies that you'll bowl. Oh well, he's always bad.
Well,
so we don't even include him anymore.
But he's not always bad. He's got Postal.
Okay, well, one exception.
And Blood Rain was fantastic.
God, it was horrible.
But that was a couple years old. No, I mean, I just don't. For me, like
if you saw Meet the Spartans, this is like twice as bad.
They're not even worth mentioning. I guess.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so this is the one that we both share. Go ahead.
The Love Guru, which again, it's Mike Myers, so you kind of not, you don't really have to mention it, but. He did have a good career at one point in time. So.
Yeah, like when he was making hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars on every film that he made, and then he brings out this thing. Horrible. He was trying for another gimmick character that he could make 3 or 4 incarnations of. The only good part of this movie...
It ended?
Well, no, it was Justin Timberlake.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Traipsing around in the Speedo. That was
fun.
What
was his name? It was...
Jacques the Cock, something or another.
Yeah. He was funny. He was funny, yeah, but until Mike Myers walked until Mike Myers walks into the scene, and then it wasn't funny anymore. It was really unfunny.
Well, but he's kind of. He builds his comedy around one-liners and catchphrases.
Yes, Well, I mean,
So
in pop
idiots,
culture catchphrases, yeah. Basically, anything that they pulled from any of the Austin Power movies because it wasn't working, he used in this movie.
Right, recycled.
It was really horrible.
And I do know, I have a good friend. He's a moron. He's a bona fide idiot. He would love this kind of stuff only because he can repeat the catchphrase and then laugh.
Yeah, we had one of those sitting behind us in the theater.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that was the only thing that made that movie tolerable. Was I had somebody sitting behind me who was obviously slow.
And he loved it.
Very slow.
He loved it.
What? He didn't know if he loved it because he didn't get it. He kept asking, "What does that mean? Why does Justin Timberlake have a big black cock everywhere in his house?"
It was red, but
The red? I thought the Gates was black.
Who knows?
Yeah, who cares? It doesn't
He had
matter
chickens
anymore.
everywhere.
Yeah, it was funny. It was a rooster. It was a rooster. See,
Okay, it's a cock.
Jacques Lecoq.
I know. You don't have to explain it to me.
Well, I guess I
get
do.
it. I get it.
Okay.
It's just not funny.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. So overall, the summer was what? Good.
Midland.
Of course, I loved everything.
Of course,
except
you
for these three. But you like The Mummy though?
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's right. Neither did I. Okay. I guess that's about
That's
it.
it.
That's it. Okay, so we're lost.
Wrap it up.
Yeah. Okay. That's
We're
it.
over.
Okay. Next time around, we'll have Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist and some other things. I don't know what they are at this point. So, talk to you later. Bye.